2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. Toyota's hybrids are called many things, but the most common is interesting, fun, or fast. The 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid SUV makes all this possible. It's not only the best Toyota hybrid to date but also the fastest non-Supra Toyota that we have tested over the past 5 years. Toyota has used the Prime moniker for its Toyota Prius for a few years. The plug-in hybrid, PHEV, version of the Prius comes with a slightly higher price tag and a larger battery. It can drive 25 miles on electric before the engine kicks in. It is sensible if it can be plugged in and charged nightly. This suffix is shared by the 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime, which may be unfortunate. This plug-in hybrid is much more intriguing and compelling than the Prius Prime. 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. Two factors are the reason. The RAV4 Prime's lithium-ion battery is much larger, giving it an all-electric range of approximately 42 miles. This is a useful range that can cover most daily commutes, especially when you know it can be safely run to zero and the gasoline engine will continue to move. The RAV4 Prime's larger electric motors make it much faster than other RAV4, and just about every other small SUV. The RAV4 Prime's 302 horsepower isn't very fun to drive. It is nevertheless a compelling plug-in hybrid that offers exceptional economy and practicality. What is a RAV4 Prime, and how does it make it so fast and efficient? The plug-in hybrid version is the new RAV4 Prime. The RAV4 Prime is similar to the RAV4 hybrid. It has a 2.5-liter i4 engine with 177 horsepower and 165 pounds-to-foot. The similarities stop there. For starters, the Prime's motors have more power. Its front motor produces 179 horsepower and 199 pounds-to-foot of torque, while its rear produces 53 horsepower, 89 pounds-to-foot of torque, and a combined total system output of 302 horsepower, compared to 219 horsepower for the RAV4 hybrid. A large 18.1 kWh lithium-ion battery is also available on the RAV4 Prime. This battery can be plugged into, and not like the RAV4 hybrid's 1.6 kWh. It can be charged with either the standard 3.3 kW or optional 6.6 kW charger depending on whether it is equipped with a premium package, which costs $3,765. The latter comes as part of the top trim RAV Prime XSE. The EPA estimates that the RAV4 Prime can drive 42 miles on electric before it starts the engine. This gives the SUV a driving range of approximately 600 miles. The EPA rates RAV4 Prime at 105/84/94 of a mile per gallon E or 38 miles per gallon E if the Prime is not plugged in and treated as a RAV4 hybrid. What cars would you imagine as the fastest Toyota cars? The RAV4 Prime, their exciting plug-in hybrid electric, PHEV, is set to compete with Ford, Hyundai, Kia, and Kia this year. The RAV4 Prime has received a lot of attention. But does this PHEV crossover live to the hype? Speed and power abound of 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. First, the 2021 Prime is fast for its segment. The gasoline engine is powered by a 2.5 liters Atkinson cycle inline-4 engine that generates 177 horsepower. In comparison, the electric side has two permanent magnets synchronous AC motors that produce a further 179 horsepower on the front axle. You can add 53 horsepower to the rear motor, which provides a standard AWD drivetrain. The combination of all the components working together will produce a combined power rating of 302 horsepower. This is 83 horsepower more than the regular RAV4 hybrid model. Although it is 579 pounds heavier than the regular RAV4 model, the RAV4 Prime can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds and complete the quarter mile in 14 seconds. The RAV4 Prime can outperform the four-sill Toyota Supra sports car by measuring speeds from 5 to 50 miles per hour, 30 to 50 miles per hour, and 50 to 70 miles per hour. Take a moment to take it all in. The RAV4's electric side is blessed with an all-electric range. The RAV4 is EPA rated for 42 miles, or 37 miles, of EV range. This puts it ahead of the Ford Escape PHEV, 37 miles, and the Hyundai Ioniq PHEV, 29 miles. We are looking at the most efficient RAV4 we have ever seen, with a manufacturer estimated 94 mph. Similar 5th Gen RAV4 style. If you are looking for the new PHEV but don't want to change your style, there is no need. The RAV4 Prime will have the same exterior shape and finesse that the 5th generation RAV4 models. The RAV4 Prime has a more masculine, boxier, and more masculine design that has helped it regain its popularity. There are two trim levels available, the SE and the upgraded XSE. For a more luxurious feel, the interior design is solid. For those who prefer a sportier, more athletic interior design, there is also contrast stitching. Standard features include heated front seats and a 7-inch multi-information digital instrument cluster. The XSE has driver HUD, but its design is more like a video game in the 2000s than a cutting-edge offering for 2021. This is a minor flaw. Additional interior improvements include a panoramic sunroof and paddle shifters. The steering wheel and shift knob also have soft leather trim. The interior's other major problem is the infotainment display. The screen is large, measuring up to 9 inches when upgraded with XSE and floating on the center stack, but the control and resolution feel more like a 2015 model and less like a new 2021 offering. These controls and resolutions are urgently in need of an upgrade. The only thing that saves the infotainment screen is that Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are available as standard, so you can at least bypass Toyota's outdated system. What is the RAV4 Prime's speed? Let's get to the track. The RAV4 Prime performed admirably in our test group. It accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a remarkable 5.5 seconds and then completed the quarter mile in 14.1 seconds with a speed of 98.7 miles per hour. One of the associate road test editor said, "That was unexpected. The RAV4 Prime forced me to control wheel spin. It seemed to be coming from the rear axle and then the front axle. This thing feels strong off of the line. Great pull from the start to the quarter-mile finish." The straight-line performance of the RAV4 Prime makes it the fastest Toyota we have tested in a while. The only faster vehicle was the 2021 GR Supra 3.0, which took 4.0 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour and ran a quarter mile at 115.8 miles per hour in 12.3 seconds. We haven't yet tested the Supra GR 2.0, but it will likely be faster than the RAV4 Prime. The NASCAR-like V6-powered Toyota Camry TRD is right behind the RAV4 Prime. It ran at the best speed of 5.8 seconds to 60 miles per hour and a quarter-mile time of 14.4 seconds at 99.8 miles per hour. The RAV4 Prime performed exceptionally in both handling and braking tests, despite its 4,372-pound curb weight. It needed 127 feet to complete our 60 to 0 miles per hour emergency brake test. In the second, it took 27.0 seconds and averaged 0.65 grams to lap our figure 8. What is the 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime drive like? The RAV4 Prime in real life is the most impressive Toyota that we have driven since driving a Land Cruiser through Moab, Utah. It works. It works. The RAV4 Prime can easily reach its 42-mile EPA estimated range with a full battery. It feels big and comfortable as an electric SUV. Toyota's engines deliver power quickly, even when the engine is off. The RAV4 is surprisingly fast for an SUV of this size. However, we observed that the Prime could struggle to deliver lots of power at low speeds because its electronic brain distributes power and torque from 3 different sources. RAV4 Prime's suspension has a soft spring, which causes a lot of brake dive after impacts and rebounding, but the body roll-through bends can be well controlled. The RAV4 Prime's brakes can smoothly transition from mechanical to regenerative brakes, something Toyota has struggled with for years. The steering feel is very tactile and well weighted. What is the interior of the RAV4 Prime? We love the interior of the current RAV4, and Toyota has left it alone with the RAV4 Prime. The interior is spacious and comfortable. Unlike other mainstream plug-in hybrid SUVs, such as the Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid, the battery doesn't take up cargo space. The materials quality was excellent for the $42,600 loaded RAV4 Prime XSE starting price, $49,831 as tested, but there were a few squeaks or rattles from the back. There is also a slightly cheaper RAV4 Prime SE. It starts at $39,425. Technology used in RAV4 Prime? Its 9-inch screen makes infotainment interaction quick, simple and free from distractions. It responds quickly and includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. For less distraction, the size and location of physical shortcut buttons could have been improved. Although the JBL audio upgrade can improve your bass and clarity, it is not very impressive. Toyota's safety features work as intended. The Traffic Adaptive Cruise Controller is a favorite of ours. It works regardless of whether you are on a free-flowing highway or stuck in traffic. The lane keeping assistance feature can be too difficult to use for straight highway cruising. What is the RAV4 Prime's economic value? The RAV4 Prime easily covered 48 miles with electric-only propulsion on our standardized evaluation route, 6 miles more than the EPA estimate. This is enough to cover the average commuter's daily driving and commute. We averaged 34 miles per gallon when the gas engine started, which is comparable to the RAV4 Hybrid. A full tank of gas can take you nearly 600 miles. The RAV4 Prime is a disappointing SUV when it comes to performance and entertainment. However, it is a great plug-in hybrid SUV. The 42-mile range it can achieve by EV is almost twice that of its closest competitors, Kia Niro PHEV and Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. It's certainly not a surprise that the vehicle can reach highway speeds quickly, and its sharp styling may attract customers away from less conventional competitors.